Good day, learners! Let us learn English together. Have fun!
Good day, learners! Are you excited? We are going to learn something new today. The ability to convey what you mean through writing and speaking is an integral part of communication. As students, you will encounter different opportunities and circumstances where you need to convey your thoughts in writing and in speaking while following the correct use of grammar. From the most trivial task of updating your Facebook status to a more complex work like your research paper, your ability to write and speak grammatically correct sentence is needed. In doing so, you should be hastened with the use of the different tenses of verbs. Today, we are going to discuss about the past perfect tense of verbs. This lesson is anchored with the most essential learning competency, which aims that learners be able to use the past perfect tenses of verb correctly in varied contexts. Specifically, learners should be able to: number 1, form the past perfect tense of regular and irregular verbs correctly, and construct meaningful sentences using the simple past tense and past perfect tense of verbs. Before we dig deeper into the past perfect tense of verb, let us first review our lesson about the simple past tense of verbs. Now, I want you to identify the simple past tense of the following verbs. We have number 1, eat; 2, bring; 3, dance; 4, write; 5, stand; 6, marry; 7, cook; 8, sing; 9, teach; and number 10, clean. Let us now answer. Number 1, the past tense of eat is very good. 8, bring is brought. Number 3, dance, the past tense of dance is good job, danced. Number 4, the simple past tense of write is very good, wrote. Number 5, the simple past tense of stand is very good, stood. Number 6, the simple past tense of marry is very good, married. Number 7, cook, past tense is cooked, good job. Number 8, sing, the past tense is sang. Number 9, teach, the past tense is taught, good job. And number 10, clean, the past tense is cleaned. Very good. I hope you got a perfect score.
When do we use the past perfect tense of verbs?
The past perfect tense of verb is used when an action happened before another action. This means that there are 2 actions in the sentence. In using the past perfect tense of verb, we use the past perfect tense of the verb for the actions that happened first. Example number 1. Mother had cooked breakfast before I woke up. What are the 2 actions in the sentence? Good job. We have had cooked and woke up. In these 2 actions, what action happened first? Very good. The verb that uses the past perfect tense. So mother had cooked the breakfast first before the son woke up. And because mother had already cooked the breakfast, the son was very happy eating the breakfast. Is that clear? Let's move to our example number 2. Andrew had cleaned the room when the teacher arrived. What are the two actions in the sentence? Very good. We have had cleaned and arrived. Based on our discussion, what is the action that happened first? Good job! The action that happened first is the verb that used the past perfect tense of verb. In this particular sentence, it is had cleaned. So the action that happened first is Andrew had cleaned the room first before her teacher arrived. You are doing great. Let's proceed to the second use of the past perfect tense. We use the past perfect tense to emphasize duration of a completed action. Example, Maria had lived in Pangasinan for 10 years before she migrated to Canada. So the duration of the action there is 10 years. And because we want to emphasize the duration of the completed action, we use the past perfect tense of verb. That is why, instead of just using lived, we use had lived. So how do we form the past perfect tense of verb? This is the formula. First, we have the verb had plus the past participle of the verb. So we have had, we have here the base form of the verb, the simple past tense of the verb, and the past participle of the verb. What form of the verb are you going to add? The verb had. Very good. It's on the past participle of the verb. Had plus past participle of the verb. We have had plus bled equals had bled. Had plus blown equals had blown. Had plus broken equals had broken. You're doing a great job! We have the timed expressions that are used with the past perfect tense of verbs. We have already, yet, for, since, just, after, before, and until. I suppose you are already ready with our activity. Before we answer the activity for this lesson, let us first have a wrap-up. The formula for the past perfect tense of the verb is had plus the past participle of the verb. Again, that is had plus the past participle of the verb. So we have had bled, had blown, or had broken. If there are two completed actions, identify the action that happened first. Then use the past perfect tense of the verb for the first completed action. Example, we have here two actions. The first action is Andrea washed her clothes. The second completed event is it rained. If we are going to combine these two sentences and use the past perfect tense of the verb, the sentence would be Andrea had already washed her clothes when it rained cats and dogs, meaning before it rained so hard, Andrea was already finished washing her clothes. First activity, I want you to identify the actions presented in each of the pictures. Then, you write for letter A, the simple past tense for that verb, and for letter B, the past perfect tense for that verb. Are you ready? I am going to give you time to answer. Now, I am going to reveal the answers. We have number 1, dance, danced, had danced. Teach, taught, had taught. Cook, cooked, had cooked. Write, wrote, had written. Number 5, pray, prayed, had prayed. Very good! For our second activity, I want you to supply the correct simple past tense or past perfect tense of verb to complete the following sentence. Number 1. Marisa had already blanked the cake when Auntie Josie arrived. The correct answer is had eaten. Good job! Number 2. The governor blank initiate relief distribution for the affected families during the lockdown last summer. The correct answer is initiated. Very good. Number 3. Your teachers blank all the modules before the formal start of classes. The correct answer is had prepared. Number 4. Mother blank her hands after eating. The correct answer is washed. Very good. And number 5, I blank forgive my persecutors even before they ask for forgiveness because that is Jesus' command. Correct answer is had forgiven. Good job! So here are the references we have used for the lessons. Thank you! Till our next lesson!